Hello, I'm Dr. Jack with Entrepreneur's Corner, and we're presented by TCoast Studios and DiscountDirectory.net. Today, my friends, I have a wonderful special guest for us. This is a gentleman that I have tremendous respect for. He's one of the real leaders of the community in Martin County, especially in Stuart. Joe Catrombone has been the head of the Stuart Martin Chamber of Commerce for 30 years. 30 years, man, he's a good-looking old dude, isn't he? 30 years, isn't it terrific?
Thanks for that introduction and compliment. I appreciate
Joe
that.
Joe Catrombone, my friends, is just a wonderful leader and really an instrumental person in the community. Joe, say hello to the folks and just give us a little bit of your background. And
well, good morning. I'm delighted to be here with Dr. Jack, and I've been in Stuart since 1989 as CEO of the Stuart Martin County Chamber of Commerce. I came here after spending 20 years in Titusville, not in the chamber business though. I got into the chamber business in Titusville, spent 7 years as the exec there, and then applied for this job in '89 and was fortunate enough to get it. And I guess I'm doing okay because I'm still there.
Joe, tell me, when you came here in '89, approximately how many members did you have?
We were just a little over 1,000, in around 1,000 members.
In 1989?
Mm-hmm.
And today?
Yeah. Today we're between 1,500 and 1,600.
Yeah.
The economy is so good. As long as the economy is doing well, then we do well. When the economy tanks, we go down a little bit.
I understand.
Yeah.
One of the things that surprises me are the numbers that you have in Stuart, that you're not the largest community here on the Treasure Coast, but you're the most powerful and most influential, and it has to do with leadership, my friends. And as entrepreneurs, it's about leadership. And so Joe is a great example of really an entrepreneur in terms of building an organization and building success. And so from his own personal experience, I want Joe to share some of the things that he's done as a leader in kind of an entrepreneurial situation, what he's done personally, but I also want him to share with you, my friends, some of his insights as to, for years he's been dealing with small businesses. That's Joe. That's
our forte.
That's your forte. That's his wheelhouse. So I'd like us to take advantage of this guy's wonderful experience and his brains and his intelligence, and have him share with all of us some of those insights. So Joe, start off, if you would, from your own personal experience of growing an organization to be the success that you are. What have you done and that can help our audience?
Well, one of the things I have done and will always strive to do is to surround myself with good people, with good leaders. As you know, Doc, we have a leadership program, Leadership Martin County, and I absolutely insist my staff, when I hire a staff person, they go through Leadership Martin County. I'm going to say 80% of our board members are graduates of Leadership Martin County. So to me, that's the most important thing. I can remember I was too young, believe it or not. I was too young one time to vote for Jack Kennedy, even though I'm a Republican. He was a Democrat. I got caught up in that era. And I remember hearing him being interviewed by Barbara Walters, and Barbara Walters said to him, "How have you accomplished so much? Why have you done?" He said, "Barbara, I have surrounded myself with people who are brighter and smarter than me." I don't know if that was true or not, but that was the innuendo. But he got the message across, and it always stuck with me. And so I try to surround myself with those people, and that's the basic fundamentals of a good organization. A lot of it's luck, Doc, as you know. You have to be in the right place at the right time. Location. We all have heard that forever. That's not always the case. A manufacturing plant doesn't need a good location. Although today, You're looking for close
Sure,
interstate
proximity to
access,
to
railroad,
transportation, sure.
airlines, things of that nature. So it is a lot of it. Obviously, is location, 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 and then probably the biggest failure or the reason for failure that I see in small businesses is lack of a business plan.
Okay.
And underfunding.
Yep.
That you have to be in a position as an entrepreneur when you start a business. You have to have it. I strive to have a year's money in reserve.
Mm-hmm.
I have never got there. I've come close, but I'm always at 50 or 60%.
Yep.
In reserve of what my operating budget is for the year. Now, it's a difficult thing to do, and you can survive without it, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest reason I see for business failing.
Yeah. And I've told young people wanting to get into their own business, they better be prepared to have at least 6 months of money that they can exist when going into a new venture. Would you agree with something like that, Joe? That
Oh, absolutely. I think as I say,
that kind of funding.
I always strove.
But even now,
Yeah, I strive to have a year reserve. It's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
You can do it, but then I think if you try to keep that much money in reserves, because we have to spend money to make money.
Yep.
We have to improve. We have to improve our facilities. We have to hire more people. So it's difficult to be able to accumulate that much in reserves, but it's a good thing to strive for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing you say is that to surround yourself with people who really are talented.
Yeah, and smarter than you.
and
Don't be
smarter.
afraid of that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's number one. Number two, I heard you say you need to have the financial means, but you also said the third thing, that you need to have a business plan. Tell the folks why is that important to have a business plan? Is it something that you have in your head, or is it something you discuss with your spouse? What do you mean a business
Well,
plan?
it's first of all obviously your idea of a business and what it's going to take to succeed. And you have to have a plan with steps to goals or steps to reach to keep improving.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have a starting point, a midpoint, and a finishing point, and then you have intervals in between. And I think you need them to measure, because it's your idea, it's your plan. Here's what you need to know to succeed, and you can't sway from what that plan is. And so if you have a business plan and you follow it in a timely fashion, you can tell if you're going astray.
Mm-hmm.
If all of a sudden your plan isn't going, or you haven't attained what you thought you should attain,
The measures are, yeah.
you've got to reconsider what you're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong with changing that business plan. In fact, that's a good thing. But you have to have a plan to follow.
Okay, or else you're rudderless. You're out in the
Absolutely.
ocean.
Yeah.
You can have a beautiful boat with all the power, but if you don't have a plan,
Perfect example.
the
That's true.
current will take you up to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You wanted to go to the Bahamas.
And you won't even realize it.
Yeah.
Because we all, and as long as I've been in business, and as many businesses and organizations I've dealt with, we all, the leaders, especially the CEO, get tunnel vision.
Oh, okay.
And so we just get honed in on what we're doing, and that again, you get tunnel vision and you lose sight of the fact that there's other things outside of that tunnel that are affecting or could help or detract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's good to have that opinion other than those in their tunnel that you respect, that who can see if you're floundering, where you might not even realize it.
Yeah, wonderful. I told you this man is special. The insights. I hope you are listening to Joe. That this is wisdom. There are people that are perhaps smarter than Joe and me. Certainly smarter than me, and
Many.
there's a couple maybe that are smarter than Joe. But it's wisdom, and this man brings to us today at Entrepreneur's Corner just years and years of insight and wisdom. So I hope you listened well to what Joe was saying. And Joe, thank you so much for being
My pleasure,
here
Doc.
today with us, and
I'm
we
glad
wish
to be
you
here.
nothing but the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for all years of service. I really,
Thank you for your
really mean
support.
that.
I appreciate it.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Again, thank you all, and we'll see you the next time on Entrepreneur's Corner.
You've been listening to Entrepreneur's Corner, a talk show that interviews entrepreneurs of the Treasure Coast and gets valuable insight to their secrets for success and the story of their business. Sponsored by DiscountDirectory.net and TCoast Studios. Are you looking for more customers? We've developed a highly effective state-of-the-art online local directory to promote discounts and deals from local business owners. Introduce yourself and share a special incentive for local residents on DiscountDirectory.net. Shop local, support local, save local. DiscountDirectory.net